bitch and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave the know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Running like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and made acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands out me, I'm making come treat it. Spin making come beat it. I want the Louis in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the borders, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Under pressure, they got him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're
to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Hooked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. The Giants at 5-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A handoff, Barkley running left. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Barkley unable to get away on the 1st down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they?
To me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Eluding the pressure right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Jones. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 121 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Jones.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Jones throwing on 1st down.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Another try for Barkley. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Barkley did not get there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee.